Hello, hello, hello. Back again with 2 Point Campus again, and working on the last level. I'm pretty close to that first star. I have built my second building, and I'll just give a quick overview of when the game loads. It is going quite well. I'm pretty happy with how this level is turning out already. Uh, kind of eager to show what I've done in the summer break here. I've used up most of all 3 loans, plus all the money that I had beforehand. So, we have a bunch of new students coming in, 32 more students. So this is my new building. I have the lecture hall set to be upgraded. I have my dorm, I have a bathroom, I have a shower, I have some food around. I've put in the other 4 clubs. So I have the power walking, the power nap, or speed walking, power nap. I put the nature club out here, and I put the orb club right here. So definitely going to have to get those up because I think it's one of the requirements for 2 stars. I still have yet to build a student union, which when I do build it is probably going to be up here. So there's a few things on the wall here, but I have a nice little hallway put there. I have my pathway set up, looks pretty nice. So there's 3 entrances to the new building, one that is right from where the people are coming out. So that having been done, the happiness for students is really high, 95%. I'm pretty good with that. The requests are for a student lounge party, a student union still. I've yet to fill that one, but it's not really a pressing concern. Anyway, I'm going to start off with year 5 and just see how this goes. So, 32 students coming in. To upgrade School of Thought another level, I need 45 points, so 3 levels away. But I'm relatively close to level 18. I think it's going to hit fairly quickly. And everything is going. So let's see. Students are coming in there, and from the car here. So the car usually holds 8 students or so, but you can see they're just coming in mass from there. And a couple of students from the car. Probably going to see a bus come up soon. Yep, there's the bus, and no more students coming in from that area yet. But yep, it's looking pretty good. I don't think I set up the training, so let's do that quickly. Alright, so I did hire another School of Thought teacher. Let's get them to have inspirational speaking because I think that's a really important one. We have enough assistants. Let's get this one to have the pastor skill upgraded. And let's get the librarian to get a little bit better at their job there. The maintenance people, yep, let's get, how much can we do here? So let's get their maintenance up a little bit more. And that means that'll take them up to 150. Okay, so we can't afford that. So we're down to 4,000. But we are still doing quite well. Okay, here's the rest of the students coming in from there. And still some coming from the buses as well. They decided to take the long way around for some odd reason. But yeah, we're almost in the first month, and I don't think a lot of them have finished changing. So I have 5 of the wardrobes in here so they can get through that a lot quicker. And I just saw some people join the orb club, the book club. So we'll probably start seeing requests for some more club items. Yep, already. So 68,000 for this month. So that's a pretty good start. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's put in the orb statue, and we're going to put that on the inside of our new building. Let's put it right beside the car here so they can look at there. And let's put another one in our main building. So we have 2 now to work with. Let's get a bookworm put in the second building too. I know it's 1,000 for that, but we can afford it. And we're going to put it right outside the dorm. So I don't have a book club in the second dorm. I'm not really concerned about that though. So they almost have the first class is starting, and they almost have the lectern upgraded. We have 69,000, so let's get the first of our loans paid off. And that takes care of that. So we will get a little bit less interest come September. But yeah, 4,000 for interest is pretty high. So Sleepy Sheep wanted. Yep, let's put a couple of those around. So we're going to put one in front of the lecture hall, because when you think lectures, you always think it's so boring, I want to go to sleep. And we'll put one by the dorm over here. There we go. So we have our lecture halls upgrade, or our first set of club items out, and we are still a little bit away from level 18. They still want the student union, while they're not getting it yet. I think that's going to be a year 6 thing, but they can at least have a student lounge party. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to put in the staff lounge. So before I get too far then, good place for a staff lounge would probably be here. So the staff lounge, I'm going to make, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yep, so 6 by 5 at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's make it 5 down. So the staff lounge is going to go right there. And yep, we can sell the 2 items that are not useful. So we're going to give a quick little copy for that. And the staff lounge entrance is on the side, I believe. So yep, let's move the door. And yep, the door can go right there. Now the staff have a place to rest that's not too far, because you always want to make sure that they are pretty good. And before we also get too far, let's make one more bathroom. So if we do 1, 2, 3, so the bathroom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 3. So yeah, it should fit neatly in there. And I'm going to have to wait a little bit before just copying and pasting the bathroom over, but I have some time. So we'll see what September brings as far as grades, and hopefully having more rooms and a second building is going to help them get up there. And I still have the tutor rooms. Alright, we hit the first star, yes. Yes, maybe it was me that sanctioned the selling of TPU to Jumbo Megacorp in the first place, but you see, it was all part of my plan to reinvigorate the education in 2-Point County. At least that's how I'll be spinning it from now on. Anyway, here's to you and happy endings. Well done, us. So he screwed up, and I fixed the problem, and now he's going to take credit for it. It's just like your typical politician. Freaking jerk. Okay, so we need to have an average A on campus. We need to get all 5 of the clubs up to level 5. We've already exceeded the monthly profits. Attractiveness rating is not a concern because that can always be fixed later. So we are at 95,000, so we should be able to pay off the second loan as well. So let's repay the balance. And yeah, let's stick with that. They still want the student union, but they're not getting it yet. So you can see that there's people wandering around here. It's like, oh, what's going to go here? Well, it's going to be the bathroom eventually. Okay, so actually, I didn't check the grades when I started. So, ooh, that's a lot of Fs. So let's get them up there. And I'm going to add another private tutor room over here as well. Maybe even 2, just so that we get the teachers working a little bit more. But in the meantime, they are all set for private tutoring, and I'm going to want the tutor rooms here. So we have 7,800 to work with. So if I want 2 tutor rooms, that's going to be 6 squares by, is it 3 or 4? Did I make them 4 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so 4 squares. So there's enough here now for the 2 tutor rooms. All right, and we also want to do a quick little change like this. Actually, a little bit more, because the bathroom is only going to go to here, and you want them to be able to walk around. So there we go, and sell those 3 items. So a little bit of readjustments, and we're going to have enough room for 2 more tutor rooms and a few more bathrooms. The computer room is now going, and yep, I think this year is already shaping up pretty nicely. Pretty happy with it so far. The bathroom could even essentially go here if I really wanted to, but no, I'm going to put it here. It's just I don't have the money yet. So I should have enough to do the 2 tutor rooms. The second bathroom is not a pressing concern. And there we go. So we have a monthly profit of 81,000. We are doing very well. Alright, so let's do a quick copy and paste to the tutor rooms. And we want 2 of those in here. So let's do a quick copy and paste to the second one. And there we go. 2 tutor rooms. Let's add the other bathroom in. So it's just the less that they have to walk to a bathroom, the better off they are. Yeah, I think here is probably the best spot for it. So I'm going to stick with that, and then I'm going to add a couple vending machines over here as well. So let's see here. Let's do the more expensive vending machines and pulptation, and then we'll put another garbage, and then we'll just add the rugs in quickly. Oh, and maybe a nice little water one there. So let's put in some rugs, and we do have a bit more money to work with, so we are going to use slightly better rugs. Let's use the exploding looking thing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and can we put another rug in this side? Yes, we can. I guess that means that I don't have a rug on the other one either. And let's put the rugs inside the tutor rooms. So I guess I really kind of let these areas not lapse, but okay, for some reason the rug didn't copy over then. And maybe a student lounge eventually, but I guess I don't have a rug inside these rooms here. And I'm probably going to put another medical office and a pastor office in the other building soon. Those could probably go along here, so I'm probably going to extend this out and then start carving out some space for some more rooms there. And the student lounge, like I said, is going to go up here. So a few little plans in the works. Once November's done, I'm going to set everybody that needs to go for tutoring to tutoring. Let's get a couple of these upgraded while we can. So the science lab is done. And so I need 30,000 for the second upgrade for the lectern. And student union, you know, I'm just going to reject it so it's out of the way. I'm going to get a student union built anyway. Alright, so November's over. We have still some failures coming. So, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 failures. All for year 1, but we can send them for tutoring, and now we have the 2 other tutor halls. So, there we go. And let's hire 1 more teacher while we can. Squeaky clean, that one's not that good. This one is rapid, and this one is squeaky clean and bottomless pit. So let's get the one that has rapid, and let's get you in there. Okay, so we have some people going in, and we should probably add a couple benches because it looks like there's a bit of a queue. So it gives them a place to sit, and I know I have a couple tables over there, but just putting in a couple benches, it helps with the relationship status of a lot of these characters. And here we go, and 1 more here. So, yep, I need to put in the student union still. I have 2 bathrooms in this building, 3 in the other building, food all over the place, places to sit. Entertainment is the thing that's missing from here. So, let's quickly do a check of the entertainment, and very little in this building. So let's fix that now with a couple of the arcade machines. So let's put 1 here, 1 fairly close to the dorm. Let's put it just outside the shower room. Let's put 1 more over here. So we have our gaming centers, and that basically is it for money for the time being. Let's turn off the check there, and anything else that I need to do. So I did hire another teacher. That should help quite a bit with the experience and getting everything up. And we have 5 tutor rooms going at the time. So I guess maybe I'll probably have to keep the tutor rooms for School of Thought, just because It seems to be the toughest one for them to do. So these people are still at an F, and we're just going to do a quick pause now that they're finished, and just make sure that all the people that are still getting Fs are going for tutoring. So you need to be re-upped for it, and you as well. Okay, so I had to redo 3 people that were still at an F grade to do a little bit better. And the academic inspection, okay, we did really good on that. So we got 10,000 from that, and our monthly profit is quite well. So I did want to get the other lecture hall upgraded. So let's do that now. Those are all both set to be upgraded, and we can add a little bit more entertainment since we do have the money now. So let's put in one of these fancy little tables here, and I like putting it so it's somewhat aligned with the car there, so they can still easily get in and out of both sides. But I think the car one is one that I actually find a little bit annoying just because of the shape of it. But I still put it in anyway because it's good for the relationship. Let's add a couple of the rooms. I would say maybe one more can go right outside the bathroom, and then a couple bookcases. Let's put at least one in here. So I like how I have the bathroom or the dormitory basically divided up. And one more. So put it beside the phone. There we go. And let's put in a crazy taxi in a spot where there's a bit more room. So how about right here, right by the entrance, and maybe one more over by the virtual reality center. There we go. They have lots of entertainment now. They have plenty of area to work with. I'm going to now expand this out. So let's make it F5 on that side, and then maybe extend this out so it's plenty of room for the student lounge there. And yep, we're going to sell those items there, and then this is going to be my student lounge area. So let's quickly put that in because we do have the money. So we're going to make it a decent sized student lounge. So okay, so it's 6 long, and let's put it so it's a pretty big student lounge. They're going to have lots of room, and let's put in 2 doors because, like I said, it's a big one. So we are going to move this picture to, and just sell the picture for now, and put the door here. So now the student lounge. Where is my stage? Oh, that's the student lounge. I wanted the student union. Whoops. Okay, so student union is the one that I meant to put in there. Alright, so 6 by... There we go. A nice big student union. That's why I didn't see the stage. And let's put in, again, 2 doors. Let's put in our stage. So we want the stage... Do we want it at the entrance, or do we want it further in? Let's put the stage further in. So let's line it up somewhat neatly here, right against the wall. Now we just need a couple items to get our okay, so we didn't have enough for the stage at this time. We will get that put in. So the bar is 20,000. So let's get the bar put right here along this one, and let's have it lined up with the wall. I like that. So 51,000. So we still need a couple tables. So let's put in 2 tables. There we go. And we're going to say that the student lounge is done for the time being. As far as loans go, yeah, we still have the one big one out, but we should be able to repay that by the end of this semester anyway. We still are only at 1 of 5 clubs, so nothing we can really do there. And they want a horror film. We are going to skip that for the time being. Now, let's see what December brings as far as money. So even though we don't really have a lot in the student lounge at the moment, we are still doing pretty good. So I have my vending machines here, or not vending, the kiosks here, vending machines all over the inside of the school. At the end of January, I'll check the students' grades again and just make sure they're doing pretty well. But we are about to get monthly tuition, so let's see what that's like. So 70,000 and 10% experience bonus. So now we can get the student lounge finished. So let's put in our stage. Nice big stage over here. So that lines up pretty well with the squares. So we got our stage. We want a few other items. So we have 57,000 to work with. So money wise, we're pretty good. What I was actually looking for was, there it is, the dance floor. So let's line that up with, so it's 5 squares. So we want to line it up with the third square. And then let's put in a platform as well. And we're going to put the platform over here, right in front of the romantic table. Once I find it. So there it is. Because that's what people want when they're on their little romantic dates. Somebody dancing right in front of their table. And let's put in the 2 gaming ones. So 1 and 2. And the student union is level 7, so we easily can get that up even higher, but we don't need to hyper focus on that at the moment. I think that's good enough for student union. And VR platform can be upgraded. We'll do that soon, but what we need are a couple rugs. So let's turn off the attractiveness and let's get the rugs put in. So we're going to go with the green rug. So put 1 in front of each door, and 1 does not fit in the student lounge. So everywhere that I can put a rug in front of has a rug. We're pretty good as far as that goes. Let's quickly check the grades, because I know I said I was going to at the end of January, but let's just make sure everybody that can go for tutoring is. So 1 person skipped out, or not skipped out, but finished, and they think that they are done, but they're not. So a couple F's and then no D's, but some C's. I saw some level 20s. So yeah, I think it was the spy level where I had to get people up to level 18. That one was pretty difficult. It's just, for this one, it's not too hard to get up to level 20 because you have 4 years instead of 3. So we have a horror film, Jasmine Odyssey, and S2 Party. I'm going to ignore the parties for the time being. Close that out. And I don't need to see the statement because basically pops up here anyway. So right now we're sitting back at a C+. At the end of January when the class is finished, then I'll just see where they go. And they want a sci-fi film. Okay, family trees. I could have sworn I put a few of those, but I guess they sort of disappeared when I started deleting some of the rooms. And so let's put a couple ones up here as well. And maybe 1 more here. There we go. 4 family tree posters. Okay, and everything that I need to get upgraded is getting there. I want to wait a little bit just to see where our students sit and then see how far I am for paying off the... Okay, so 84,000 a month. Very nice. Let's see where our students' grades are. So there's quite a few that don't have any grade at all yet. And I wanted to get a medical office and the pastor office next. But we can actually put those in now. So let's get this extended out. So we're going to extend the length of this wall. And we want, so the pastor office and the medical office are both a 4 length and 3 width. So 4 by 6. And I should be able to fit both of those in fairly easy. So we're just going to extend that out and then do a quick copy and paste when I'm done. Alright, so that's done. Now, the pastor office and the medical office. Let's do a quick copy. So, medical office is going to go right here. and accept that, and then the pastor office right next to it. So copy and paste. One of the best features of this game, makes it much easier to just kind of get all these little things done a lot quicker. All right, and since we have that, let's put in a couple quick posters and rugs. So we got some rugs right here, and nope, the rugs don't fit in those rooms. We wanted a couple quick posters, so now we have a bit more money. Let's put some better posters in, and let's line it up nicely with the squares. So we got some nice little $300 posters, and here's the mountain one. Let's put one here, and some by the student lounge because it's looking a little bare up there. So then a couple $200 ones. Let's see here, and behind the vending machine. So just about done, and then the area is looking pretty green. I like the way that looks. And one in front of there, then just a couple more to fill in those little empty squares. And the sunsets. And up here is looking pretty good. Let's put in maybe a couple along this wall. And hang in there, kitty. Okay, so that's everything we need as far as the attractiveness level goes. The student lounge holds up to 20 people. I can actually set up, because I have enough, let's do the timetable. So hotkey for that is just 3. And for the student union, let's put in the Jasmine Odyssey. Repeat that yearly. So there we go, Jasmine Odyssey. 50% increased happiness. Repeat every year. Book that in. Done and done. All right, now continuing on. Let's see how this year finishes out. So you can see that there is a bit of a queue, but by having the benches there, they are doing a little bit better. So I just saw that one person upgraded from an F to an F. So clearly he's going to have to go for training again. And I will set it at the end of February when the classes are done, but let's get them actually having a little bit of free time. So our average A grade on campus is still C. It's the clubs that are a bit lacking, but what I might do now that I'm at level 2 is I think I'm going to temporarily delete the book club so that the next group coming in is going to work on the other 4 clubs, and then just go from there. Because if you go into campus, quickly pause and check out your students, check out their clubs, you can see that the book club is level 11, so you can basically check that off. There's nobody for the nature club or the power walking, so those are the clubs that I definitely need to work on. But we have so many people in the book club, and we don't need to add any more. So next year we definitely want to focus on those other 3 clubs, but we're doing quite good so far. And let's quickly check and see how is our training going. So let's get you for inspirational speaking. Let's get your school of thought up a little bit more, and yeah, let's just keep increasing that school of thoughts. Even though it is fairly expensive, 143,000, we can take out the $100,000 loan and repay the big one. So now the only loan we have out is the $100,000 one. There we go. Paid off in full. And since I have 30,000, let's get the last few upgrades done. And the janitors are working on that, so I'm just about done the February to March class. Alright, so that's finished now, and now let's just check our grades. So we are down to 6 Fs, and they are just about all scheduled for tutoring. One has to go to the pastor's office. Good thing we have a second one over here. And medical office, so... Oh, we have a negative D. Or a D in the red, I mean. So we just want to make sure that's cleared. Sci-fi film. What does a sci-fi film do? So I can't afford it, but the sci-fi film, I think, increases energy. I'll check once I have a little bit more money. And we're almost at campus level 20. Good job. So campus level is definitely going up. Uh, the Jasmine Odyssey is playing right now, so that's going to improve their happiness a fair bit. And okay, so I probably have enough to pay off the loan there, but what was it I was just thinking? Oh, the sci-fi film. So let's put that in, and we're just going to book it. 10% increased learning rate, so yeah, we can throw that in. Let's, the horror film increases energy, so let's book that as well. And the SU party. Alright, you guys can have that as well. They also want a Dark Throne, so I'm going to put 5 of those around the campus. So 1 can go into the dorms. So let's put it in front of this window here, so it's like, oh, I'm the king in front of a window. I don't know why I said it like that. But 2, 3, and then maybe a couple over here. So let's put in 1 here, and then 1 more just by the medical office. So there we go. 5 Dark Thrones. There's no way they can't possibly reach it. Our Omnicure over here is good. Let's make sure all the upgrades that we can do are done. And I didn't upgrade this Omnicure yet. So let's get in another janitor. Do we have a good selection? So we have Iron Bladder and 3 mechanics. So he is a bit more expensive, but he's worth it. So we're going to go with this one. Set you to upgrade the Omnicure. And then once that's done, you can actually go on to other things. So the happiness improved quite a bit for the students. After May, I'll quickly check the students' grades again. But I think that Jasmine Cure really helped out. And we see 2 people running off the campus for some reason. Huh. And our average is now B from a C+, so that's going up. Yeah, I think that as this campus gets better and better, so this is my second campus. I still have room that I could expand this one out on both sides, and then if I need to add a third campus building, I could easily put it on this side. So yeah, you have a lot of room to work with here, and I kind of like how it is so open because it just feels like you can do a lot more with it, rather than the buildings where your campus is kind of a weird shape. I think this basic gigantic square of room is good. Reject the student lounge party, accept that. So at the end of May, I'm going to check the student grades. I can see that some of them are leveling up pretty good. And so we have 122,000. Are there any loans out? Yes, I forgot to repay the $100,000 one. So we're at 29,000 now. We have 3 more months of pay, and that's going to be pretty good. And then we'll see if I have to add any more. What I think I might do between year 5 and 6 is maybe add another building. Probably a couple of these rooms just going to copy and paste over, and that will make it so that they have lots of so that their grades stay pretty high, and we can still get a very high number of people coming in, and there's not going to be any queues. So monthly profit 91,000. So May is done, and I wanted to check the grades. So 4 Fs, and we got to get all those people hopefully up. So I'm kind of hoping that we finish off with 0 failures, but only time will tell. We have the tutors to fill out all the rooms. The training pods are both upgraded. I could put a third one in here. So what I'm going to do is move this training one over, and then if you rotate it, the reason it doesn't fit is because I have the food ones here. So I'm going to quickly move those out, do a quick copy of the training pod, so that can fit in there now. And yep, that fits in neatly. And then I'm just going to put the food and drink back in. So let's see, food, maybe I won't be able to, unless I put a door on the other side. So let's, I actually don't think that I can fit both the food and drink in. Even if I add the other door, which is, where are you? Door. Okay, for some reason, it's not letting me find the door. Okay, there's the door. I can put the door in here. Yeah, so the other food one wouldn't fit in unless maybe I did something a little bit creative. So we have our tea set, we have our food, and there we go. So they both can fit in. It's just a little bit of creativity there. And can we fit in any of the brain in the jars? Okay, so let's put one, whoops, two, three, and four. Okay, so we have 4 brain in jars, whoops, and let's accept that room and then get this last one upgraded. So we have our upgrades all going. We have the VR platform set to be upgraded. All right, so pretty good so far. And we have 2 more months of pay. We hope that there's no Fs by the end. We're currently sitting at a B. I prefer not to just expel anybody. And we are almost at campus level 21. So the biggest thing is going to be the level 5 clubs. So before I forget, what I'm going to do is just remove these book clubs because we don't need them. And for year 2, I'm going to make sure, or year 6, I'm going to make sure that I have all the clubs, second of each of the 4 clubs put in. So how are we doing as far as grades? All right, so we're currently sitting at no failures. Excellent. We got all of our Fs up to at least a D, so they're all staying in, and it just means that's more income. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm going to add the clubs all around here. I might as well do that now before I forget. So we don't need the book club. What we need is the power napping club. Let's put that one pretty close to the dormitory. So I'd say where the other power or the other book club was, we'll put this one, I'd say just outside here if we can fit it in. Maybe we can't. How about out here? Because we have some students coming in this way. Let's add a nature club, and we'll put the nature club right beside the foot one, and then an orb club. That one we will put right here, beside the orb statue. Alright, so we have our other 4 clubs, so once all those hit level 5, that achievement is done. We need to get the average grade up a little bit higher. So let's just see where the year closes out. Year 5, and we're already at getting a little bit closer to the 2 stars. We've already well exceeded the monthly profit by 28,000 at some points. So that's pretty good. And yep, we are seeing some Bs. We just need to get the average grade up. It would be nice to finish it off with an A, but I don't think we're going to close out the year. And regardless, it's an average, so it means that it can fluctuate between, like if the grade drops down to a B, it's still going to mark that as unfinished. You don't hit it and then you're done. So, just the clubs and the grade, and then we are done 2 stars. So, let's check what our academic year rewards are. So, cue the music, overview, and we got 6, no failures, excellent, and the average results are 70%. So, we got Best Teacher, Rising Staff, Student Choice, Campus of the Year, Queen of Clubs, and King of Hearts. Alright, so there are no current requirements yet, but I can upgrade the School of Thought. So let's reset the default, and so we can take in 37. I think we're going to drop that down. So could I even get close to 42? No. So I'm going to reset that to default and drop that down to 32 and stick with that. Actually, reset the default, and if I drop it down with increased pay, so there we go, 16,500 for each student. That's going to be pretty good, and the happiness is only down 4%. So, as long as we keep that Jasmine Odyssey going, that's going to be pretty good. And we still have 25 points left. I don't really feel like adding another course. I'd prefer to get School of Thought up, and we have 112 students coming in. So 20, 30, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 10, 120. So we have enough room in the dorms, but I might add in a couple more beds here if I can. Yeah, it's just I could easily put one on both sides here. Either that, or I could just do a little bit of creative rearranging and then put maybe 4 more beds along here and then a path to these two. So I'll decide on that when I get to it, but I have 242,000 to work with, and I can always take out the loans, which I like doing. So 642,000, I can easily build another dorm in this area and just work on that. But we'll have to see for the next video. So I need to get the average grade up, the level 5 clubs up. I have now 4 tutor rooms, 3 medical offices, 2 pastor rooms. So if I do build another one, I'll probably add 2 more tutor rooms and just sort of not necessarily mirror this building, but add a lot of the similar things, because I'm not going to need another student lounge or student union. I probably will need another student lounge, so I may make a bigger one, and I'm definitely going to want another library. So yeah, a few little things to do between year 6 and 7, but I have some ideas already in here. So thanks for watching, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.